So let's take a look at our linear equations homework and check our answers. Before we get started on graphing the linear equations, we have to know what each part represents. So first let's take a look at the m. So the m is the rate of change. And I also have my students remember it is the movement or slope of the line. So m, I like to say it's the movement. How is it sloping? Okay, and when we're looking at slope, we're looking at the rise over the run. How far does it go? And when I say rise, it really is the rise or fall over how far does it move to the right. Next, the B is where does it begin? Where is it crossing? Where does it cross the y-axis? And I like to call that the beginning of your line. So in this problem, we have y equals 2/3 x plus 1. So our 2/3 is our movement. And since it's positive, we are going to move up 2 and to the right 3. And then our 1 tells us where are we beginning on the y-axis. So if we start at the origin, we go up 1. That would be where the 1 would place. And then for 2/3, you should visualize going up 2 and over 3. And that would be our new placement for that. And then when you are doing this, you remember you need to cross one of the letters, and you can kind of see that if you connect this, it's going to keep going till it hits the letter F. Now we're looking at number 2 where it says negative 2/3 x plus 1, or y equals, negative 2/3. So our movement is the negative 2/3. So that means we are going to move down this time because it's negative and to the right 3. And then our initial value is the 1. So we're going to start at 1 on the y-axis, which here's the origin, so this would be 1. And then we're going to fall down 2, 1, 2, and then run across 3. So that would be our next point. And then we are going to make our line to connect those two. And if you want to keep connecting it so it goes all the way through the L, and so you can see that number 2 would be the L. Okay, we are now on question 3. And we see that our slope is 3/4 x, and it's positive. But this time our initial value is a negative 2. So that means we are going to start at negative 2, and then we will go up 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and walk across 4. 4. So our point would be there. And then we would make our line and connect those 2 points. And you will see that it hits D. And don't forget your arrows because the line continues on and on. Next we have y equals 2x minus 3. So our movement is 2, and we need to think of that as a fraction. So to make 2 into a fraction, it would be 2 over 1. And our beginning value or initial value is negative 3. So if I start at the origin, I'm going to go down 3 on the y-axis, and that would be your negative 3. And then my movement is this up 2, 1, 2, and over 1. So that would be my new point. And you could actually do this a few times, over up 2 and over 1 to get your line. And then just make your line, connect your dots, and you will see that it hits K on this problem. Number 5 is y equals negative 3x minus 1. So our slope is negative 3. So and to write that as a fraction, we would say negative 3 over 1. So this means we're going down and to the right. And then our beginning value is negative 1. So we're going to start at the origin, go down 1 because our beginning value is negative 1. But then our slope is also negative. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, and go across 1. So that would be our slope. and then we will make our line to represent that. Oh, I did a really bad line. Let's try that again. There we go. I'll fix it a little better there. So, and then we have our line, and you can see that it connects through U. Question 6, the slope is negative 1/5 x, or 1/5, and your intercept is going to be at 2. So at positive 2, go to your origin, go up 2, that will be your beginning value, and then you are going to go down 1 because it's negative 1/5, so this is down 1, and across 5. So down 1, across 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we would just make our line to represent that. And don't forget to put your arrows at the end to represent that it goes on. And so it would hit W in that problem. Next, we have y equals 7/4 x minus 4. So our slope is 7/4. Our beginning value is negative 4. So we're going to go from the origin down 4. So right there would be our beginning value. And so our slope is going to be going up 7 and then across 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 across 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be our points, and then we need to connect with a line from one point to the other, and you can see that it crosses R when you do that. Okay, we are now on question 8. So question 8 is a little different because it just says negative x, but we should always remember with variables, if there's not a number in front of it, it means 1. So really this is negative 1 over 1 is our slope. So down 1 and to the right 1. And our beginning value is at 3. So we're going to start at positive 3 on the y-axis, and then we're going to go down 1 and over 1. And you could do this a few times to see where it's going to hit, and so you could draw a straighter line this way. So we can see it hits at I. And question 9 is y equals 4x. Remember, when there's nothing behind the 4x, your initial value is plus 0, because if you add 0, it doesn't change the value. So our initial value is 0, and our slope is going to be 4 over 1. So you go up 4, and across 1. So initial value will be at 0, and then we are going to move up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and across 1. And then we will connect our line. Oh. And this is why you should use a ruler and not, it's hard to do it with the Apple Pen, but you can see it's going to cross at S. Nice work getting your homework done. If you have any other questions, let me know.